My people, no be small thing o. Peter Obi himself don finally appear for court by himself. All the campaign wey Peter Obi get ahead the governorship election wey be say other people from Labour Party wey dem wan become governor, wey dem still dey run for another governorship. Now Peter Obi don abandon all those one. Peter Obi don go court by himself so that everything go dey play for him eyes. May not be say na only lawyer go dey carry case or file. They send for making the sign. He want to see everything as everything they go front and back. He want to see everything with two eyes. Hi guys, welcome back to Mama SOJ vlog. How you guys doing? If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are returning subscriber, God bless you as you always come back to watch my video. My people no be small thing o. Now Peter Obi lawyer request say make dem restract INEC for recovering the beavers. Now the court say no, say they no go fit stop INEC o. Say because INEC want to use it about for the coming governorship election. He said because if they stop INEC, it go affect the coming governorship election. So the court now can't grant INEC. Say INEC after this governorship election, before INEC go fit take any step, talk say they won't hand over the beavers and anything that got to do with the election materials, may they also let the Labour Party and PDP have access to it. And they also still grant Tinubu, because Tinubu also request for the access. They make the letting lawyer get access to the election materials, so we say they use for on the 25th of February, so that they go know the way to go about it. So the court also grants Tinubu to have access to the election materials. And also the court talk say the INEC have right to recovering the beavers before the governorship election, because if the INEC no do them, that means it's going to affect the coming governorship election. A lot of people really they talk say, court, this one will be say court grant the access. This one will be say court grant the request of INEC. So it should say INEC no one carry the evidence, make them wipe and come out. Where we say now the one where we say they can't do for this governorship election, and go come dey on top of the beavers. Whether INEC know what they do. Honestly, no, say INEC don't announce the postpone of this coming election. Not be this 11 again. Now on the 18 again. Not be this Saturday again. No. After the court grants INEC their request. Now I know the game where INEC play. INEC come talk say they know they do election again this week. They go do one next week, which is on next week on the 18th. Now INEC never postpone them when the court never grants them their request. Immediately the court grants them their request, when they get the court paper, what they do immediately is to quick announce that they have changed the date, that next week they are going to do what? They are going to election, and everybody go fit do this coming election of governorship. My people not be smart, you know. People come the reason say, okay, INEC, if on a fit postpone this kind, if on a fit postpone, say okay, this governorship election no go work for this on the 11th of March. Why on a no postpone when on a one announce result, when on a no say they act on a system, say on a system no they work well. Why on a quick conclude to quick announce the results? Now many people start to bash INEC. Now my people are going like make on see Peter Obi for court, make on see Peter Obi and a lawyer for court, and other party also where they come to court, where they come face each other for inside court, where the court take grant many of them the request where we say they want. But INEC online they talk say they need to wait for the time when we say INEC they comfortable to submit the beavers for them, or else case no go fit go anywhere until INEC finish with the governorship election, where he want ready to say okay, make the Labour Party lawyer, may they get access to the election materials and also the beavers, or else case no evidence, court judge no go fit do anything. So my people, make una go watch the video of Peter Obi and other and the party Labour Party people where they dey for inside court, and also make una go watch other candidates also, both Tinubu lawyer, how they take grant Tinubu access to election materials when we say they use for on the 25th of February. So make una watch the video, my people.
The courtroom is filled to capacity as the candidates of the Labour Party and some officials of the party walk into the Court of Appeal, venue of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, to witness proceedings of the day.
How are you?
After a 2-hour delay, the court delivered its ruling on the 3 applications before it. First, it's dismissed objections by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, seeking to restrain INEC from reconfiguring the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, used for the presidential election. In dismissing the objections by Labour Party and Mr. Obi, the court held that the backup files on the server cannot be lost and that restraining INEC will affect the forthcoming governorship elections. In another ruling, the tribunal upheld its earlier order directing INEC to allow Mr. Obi and Labour Party to inspect all the electoral materials used in the conduct of the presidential election, as the tribunal assures the applicants that information contained on INEC's BVAS machines cannot be lost or tampered with. The tribunal, in another unanimous decision, ordered INEC to grant the president-elect, Senator Bola Tinubu, access to sensitive materials used for the presidential election. The 3-man panel, led by Justice Joseph Ike, said it was satisfied that there was merit in Senator Tinubu's request to have access to the electoral materials to enable him defend his election. Although counsels to INEC and Senator Tinubu were not available for comment, the lawyer to Mr. Obi believes the ruling of the tribunal is a step in the right direction.
INEC filed an application seeking to vary those orders, particularly as it relates to the server, BVAS machine. Luckily for us today, the court refused to vary that order. That order is sustained and remains. In another ruling, the court was of the view that given the back-end server, which INEC undertook to provide to secure those materials, that order is partly sustained. Those initial orders are partly sustained. But in all, the good news is that the initial order of the court made on the 3rd of March, permitting Peter Gregory Obi and Labour Party to inspect the facilities of INEC, including the BVAS machine, which they intend to use to prove their petition, those orders are sustained.
As the tribunal prepares to commence sitting over the February 25 presidential election, the Labour Party and the All Progressives Congress are hopeful of victory.
My people, when I don't watch the video, and I don't hear wetin the court talk. Now, when the court don't grant the request of INEC, they are very, very smart people. INEC, they're very, very smart. They never postpone now, say, make them not do election. This governorship election on Saturday. Until the court can grant them request. That is when they now say, okay, we know they do them on Saturday again. We go do it next week Saturday. People come to us, it be like say they won't read. It be like say, now if they do the election on Saturday, definitely they will submit whatever they want to submit, like on Monday or on Tuesday. So maybe the INEC no get enough time to do the thing what they won't do inside. That is why the INEC decided to do and to talk, say, okay, by next week Saturday, we go do the election. Then before on the 20th of March, I be 22 of March, they go announce the result of who win for the governorship election. Now, my people feel say INEC will feel quick announce the result of who win for this presidential election when we say they go for. Why the same INEC no fit postpone at that time? Why INEC they postpone governorship election right now? Many people start to drag INEC, and many people see the talk say, on I sure say this judge not be APC judge be this one, because this judge be like say who they work for APC. But some people see they understand, say people need to still understand one part. If the judge fit grant the request of Peter Obi and grant the request of also of Atiku from PDP. Of course, he must also grant Tinubu to have access to the material wey they use for the election. So they cannot grant Labour Party and not grant Tinubu. That means what evidence also Tinubu also have to use to defend himself, and the lawyers of Tinubu, what evidence they won't work towards. So the way Labour Party lawyers need evidence. A lot of people thought that Tinubu don't need evidence because why? They don't already announce him as a winner. They announce him as a winner. He also have to provide evidence to show the court, say, see the reason why they announced me as a winner. See me, oh, now me get the highest vote, oh, see as it take go and see as it take go. And Tinubu also go request for court just the way other people go request. So if people they talk say because they grant Tinubu request, that means the judge is APC judge. But when they grant Peter Obi request, it was not it's not Labour Party judge. So people need to understand, say this judge is not here. This judge not belongs to any party. This judge, they carry case come court. Judge need to look towards it. So my people, as I come across this news of PDP, Labour Party, and APC, when they drag themselves go court, say now them say they may they re-announce the result of who we say that result we INEC announce, no be him. Now to say make a carry and content to conscience and with honor. Make una let me know waiting on a thing for the comment section. And if una never subscribe to my YouTube channel, make una subscribe so that una no go miss any latest gist wey I dey upload. And for those of una wey be say una never say follow this Facebook page, make una follow my Facebook page so that una no go still dey miss any latest gist wey I dey upload. Bye bye till I come on away next time. Bye guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.